看手机了吗？好。
干嘛？
没事啊，你就那个在这等那3点准时开了，看着不是怎么办？没有网络的话，可以在这看。还有人多的话，你可以看。
Hi everyone, can you hear me? We will start at 3 p.m. We will start at 3 p.m. and you can leave any questions in the comments. Hi everyone. Thanks for watching the live streaming of our course software safety. I'm Sophia. Okay, today's training will be on two parts. First, I will give some general information by the PowerPoint, and then I will do some demonstration in the software page to show the main workflow of how to configure the course software. If you have any questions, just leave in the comment page, and I will answer it by the Q&A part. Hope this training can help you understand more of our workflow. Okay, let's start. For contents, firstly is an instruction of the course, and next is our network software. Next, I will make some case studies for the course, and finally, I will give introduce one of our reference receiver, M300 Plus. Okay, first is an instruction of course. Course, what is course? Course is continuously operating reference stations, and also often called as a permanent reference station. Normally, it consists of a reference receiver and a triggering antenna, and installed on the stable location in the site. The reference stations, the reference stations can log the raw data and also transmit the raw data and correction data to the control server. As we can see, the data was transferred by the internet. So it's very important to make sure that it has the It's very important to have the reliable internet access, also the power supply for both the reference stations and the control server. The control server gets all the raw data or the correction data from the reference stations and do the processing and generates the correction data. And then, when users log in the service, it will transmit the name data to transmit the location to the control server. And the core software will transmit the correction data based on the positions where the users are. This is the general workflow of how the course works. And next we see in our CDCnet software. Okay, firstly we see the two pictures to compare the single reference stations and the network RTK. From the left picture is a single reference station. We can see this is the station, main station. We can see the accuracy is affected a lot by the distance from the stations. When the rover near the reference stations, accuracy is very good, the performance is good, but when you go longer, maybe in the right area, the rover side maybe only can get single. That's a problem. And we can compare the right page, the network RTK. The network RTK can give a larger coverage and even with better accuracy. We can see the green area. It gives good performance to the rover side. Here list some of the advantages of network RTK. Firstly, enhanced accuracy by modeling GNSS error over the entire network area, and extended serving range. Okay, sorry. Then next, surveyors can work with only rovers in the field. Faster fixed initialization time, and many application support, including surveying, monitoring, agriculture, marine engineering, and so on. And continuous operation of whole day, whole year. And here list some parameters of the CDCnet software. Working area, firstly is working area. The baseline of reference stations, which means the distance between the two reference stations, we recommend the distance is in 50 to 100 kilometers. This can give a good performance by the VIS service. And for single reference stations, the working range is 30 kilometers. On precision, the network RTK gives centimeter accuracy with high accuracy, and also can provide RTD service with sub-meter accuracy, based on which service you provide for different users. Next is data capability. For satellite searching using
GPS, Beidou, Global, GLONASS, Galileo, for constellation and for frequency. Date format for the reference stations: RTCM version 2, version 3, also the RT27 and source, some manufacturer's format. And the correction date for rovers: the service can broadcast the RTCM format with version 2, version 3, also can broadcast the CMR format. And GNSS units. For reference station units, the software is compatible with most brand reference receivers, which means many different brand receivers all can add to the CDCnet software. And for rover units, it supports both dual frequency receiver, mainly for RTK, single frequency receiver, normally for RTD, no problem. Also, most of the brands rover receivers. And next, reference stations limit for the single server. You can add 200 reference stations to CDCnet for a single server. And the online rover limit is 10,000. Okay, next. We will see some core modules for the configuration of CDCnet. Firstly, the first core module, reference station state input. CDCnet gets raw observation data or RTCM message from reference station's receiver. It can communicate with the reference stations via the TCP or NTRP protocol and log the RNAs, also the raw data for the post-processing purpose. And it is available for most receiver manufacturers and types. Later, we will talk the details in the software page for the configurations. And the second core module, real-time correction date broadcast, is the service of the CDCnet. The core technology, the most popular technology for the CDCnet is the VIS technology. VIS, the rovers upload the current positioning to the CDCnet, and the CDCnet generates a virtual reference station nearby the rovers and transmit the correct data. Then the users get fixed around the whole network. Next, nearest. Nearest is also a popular option our users like. The CDCnet can auto-transmit the nearest single station data to the rovers. We will talk more later also. And the third core module is the user management system. After you add the reference stations, after you add the services to broadcast, and you need give your users account to log in your service. Here is the user management system. You will register the account for your clients and provides different child type based on the different users. Okay, let's take a look. Firstly, before we have a look of the software page, we see the installation of CDCnet. We will send you the installation package, including the MySQL and CDCnet package. It's very easy for the installation. Firstly, we install the MySQL. Just double click and click Next. Follow the wizard and until show this picture. We configure as the picture shows, and then next we pass all the configurations and finish. That's okay. And then we install the CDCnet, the package. Just double click and until it's finished, it's okay. It's the first time we install the CDCnet. If you have an update, we can send you an update if we have a improved version. You need only install the CDCnet package. No need to install again the MySQL. And next, before we install the software, we may consider where to install the software, physical server or cloud server. Because many of our users, they choose the Amazon cloud platform, which is very easy and very stable for the services. This is a choice also. Case studies, we can talk this type later. And next, we go to the software page. The first time we install the software page, it will give us this message: unregistered. We need first go to the start, register, and here we can see the register information. If you first time to run the CDCnet, you need copy us this machine code, and we will back with this, the license, and you copy the license here and register OK, and all the functions is active. You can check the current register information here, including the station limit, user limit, and expire date. Okay, this is the register. And after register, we can have a look of the appearance of the software page. On the top, there are some the toolbar, including some settings, including the start, station management, service management, user management, and map choice, and tool for language about software. The training is based on the version 1.8.2. Okay, this is the top of the toolbar, and on the left is the main functions, main buttons of the software function. Here, stations, service, user, and map, and the system. This is map. And on the bottom is some message, including the system message and base station status, rover station status. Okay, this is the appearance. And firstly, we try to add a station in CDCnet. Here, station, we add one station here. I will log in one of our reference receiver. This is a web page of our reference receiver. Normally, the outlook of the reference receiver's web is similar. Here is for data transmitting. We can here choose TCP or N-chip protocol. We see back in the CDCnet page. Firstly, is gives a base name. Base name just gives a name is okay. Normally, we're with 4 characters and mark. Mark no need. It's okay. You can input something or left is empty is okay. And here coordinate, we have 3 type choices for the X, Y, Z and BLH with degree format and degree minute and second format. Here protocol and antenna, and we see in here. Because firstly we need to enter the coordinate. The coordinate is very important in the CDCnet page. It will affect a lot for the performance, for the processing of CDCnet. So you must input the correct coordinate to here. Base setup. We can refer to this. This is the reference station's coordinate. Longitude. We see the type. We have the type of degree, minute, and second. Here we can choose degree, minute, and second. And type here. This is longitude. Put the latitude. For the hat, we here in CDCnet we need to enter the hat based on the bottom of the receiver. If we select antenna here, if we do not select antenna, we here enter the head of the phase center, receiver phase center. If we select antenna here, we here can enter the head of the bottom of receiver. Okay, here the ground point is ground point height is 30, and with this antenna, the antenna head to the ground point to the bottom is 1.5. So here the bottom height is 31.5. And here the antenna type, our choking antenna. And we select here the antenna type, same antenna type. Okay, after we input the correct coordinates and also the antenna information, here protocol, we need to get the correction, get the data from the reference station. Here we see we can use a TCP protocol because we have two choices, TCP, N-trip or TCP, both okay. Here I will demonstrate via the N-trip server. TCP is same. N-trip server. This is caster. We transmit the reference stations to the caster. This is our free caster from ComNav, and for all our users can use it. And this is correction format, RTSM32 3.2. Here we get the data from the caster, the same address here. Import and mount point on the caster. Username, because this caster, as I told before just now, it's a free caster. The caster can log in with any name and password. Here we just give some any name is okay. Here a receiver type is for CPP correction. Select the brand. Here we select Signal GNSS. And after all the configurations, we click Add. And successful. Okay. We can see here, check the status. Firstly, it's turn green. The green is okay. Some general information. Also, we can have a quick check of the information of the station. Right here. The name, IP, format, status, GPS week, GPS second, delay epoch, the data we received, and the coordinate, the precision, the antenna type. Here is this one is antenna type we select, and this is the antenna type the software read from the stations. If they different with the one you input, here it will show this match. Here is same, so it's match. And we check here the sky view. Okay, another thing I want to mention. Here we can see some SNR, but here the sky view is empty. This is caused by the station not transmit the ephemeris data. the CDCnet software needs at least one station, one reference station transmit the ephemeris data. No need all the reference stations transmit, but need at least one. Okay, here we give some change. This is RTSM message. This is for Beidou ephemeris, GPS ephemeris, GLONASS ephemeris. So for Galileo, it's okay. When we check here, we can see the satellites show on the sky view. So if you configure the reference stations and find it's empty in the sky view, the problem is mainly on the loss of the ephemeris data. You need add at least one station to broadcast the ephemeris. Then we see the CDCnet support GPS, the Beidou global signal, B1C, B2A, and GLONASS signal, and Galileo signal. Many satellites. Here is the satellite list. Can check the detailed information and integrity. Because we just add this station, so here is empty. And here's graph. Because we just add the reference stations, so here and also here show empty. If it runs normally in your CDCnet software page, you can check the SNR, average SNR mass, XNR, and mini SNR. Also the multipath shows the multipath graph and also the eclipse graph. Okay, this is how to add reference stations to your CDCnet. After we add, we can check the station, also line and seal, because here only one station, so it cannot build the line and seal. I can input here in the start. System settings have a function of backup. I will backup not backup. Before I have backup a group of our reference stations based on another computer. We can restore here, and it will add all the reference stations here. There are the testing calls around Shanghai. Okay, we see. this. Just select the path and restore is okay. Firstly, we can back up this station. Also, just to show how to back up. This is very important for loss of all your station data. Sometimes your computer may damage or get virus. It's very important for you to back up, do the backup step. Firstly, we back up. We just back up here. Here. Back up. Okay. And we restore another database. And after this, I think we need to restart. You can see here is another database. We wait for a while. There's no line. You can try restart the software page. It need to take some time to the line and the cell calculation. Some stations is offline. And also we can see here the green one means the station is online, and the black one means the station is offline. We can check in the map. Some stations. In the line, we can check the information in the baseline, the distance between the two stations, the status, the STT, and GPS calculation, BDS, GNUS, continue, and fixed result, fixed satellites. Because there are many stations, so it will take some time for all of them to get a stable fixed for both line and sail. Okay, next. This is reference station's data input, and next we see in the service. Service. I will add a new service. Here, give your service a name. For example, okay, demo 2. Port. This port is for providing the services. The port need be map forward. It must be a public access port, then all your users can access your services. Here we input here can do some configuration of your mount point. Mount point show on your service list. For example, VIS first. Here we can select different format, date format broadcast to the rovers. RTCM 32 format with MSM 4, 5, or 7, or RTCM 31 format. Because normally for some rover receivers, it may need a different type of the correction data, then can get a better fix. So we can provide all the choices of the correction data here. Also RTCM 2 format and CMR format. Here, the position mode, we have 4 choices. 5 choices. The VIS, I think we all know this already. And the nearest is attention here again. Nearest is one of the single station SRTK, one of the SRTK. But the nearest means if you choose this option, it will auto transmit the nearest reference stations, nearest single reference stations to your rover. And SRTK means it can transmit one of your reference stations to the rover. You can select one. That's the difference. Nearest will auto select the nearest one for the rover. And RTD services. SRTK and grid is one of the VIS. because VIS will know that it will calculate the virtual reference station nearby the rover site. But for grid, it will transmit. It will not generate real time. For example, mainly in the 5 kilometers area, it will only generate one virtual reference stations. This is used only when your services have many thousands of users logging. You can use this one. If not, just VIS is okay. Many users, you can select the grid. That's the difference. Here we can see here. We can also choose here the constellations. If we do not want the Galileo, we can uncheck. It will not transmit the Galileo correction. It's okay. Choose coordinates. This option is will be available in future version. For now, it's not ready. So here we will not choose. Okay, after we do all the reference for this mount point, we just click Add. It's okay. Add. This is modify, delete, and clear. Delete. For example, we want to delete this one. Clear. If you add many here and clear, all of them will on display will missing. And we save the mount point. Because the mount point name is same with other service, so here we give another name. The name exists. Okay, sorry, because I turn here, then I need to click modify here. Then it will change. Then save. It's okay. Service, we can check here the service, the mount point name, the mode is VIS, and the correction format, the frequency, also country, set, and agency. Now we can check these services if it works. You can check, and this port. Try to change another browser. Okay, we can see here. This is the mount point list on your service. So when your clients use your services, they can use this one. They already can get this one from your services. This is the local address. As I told before, if the users, if you provide the services for the users, it must be the public IP and port. The address must be the stack IP, and you need to do the map forwarding in the router, and it can work for the field users. Also, we can add more of the add more mount point. For example, we change here, we here nearest, and here select nearest, and give this add. Oh, sorry, because this format do not have Galileo. Then we save. Okay, so you can add. No. Something wrong. Here I want to select the nearest. Okay, now it's nearest. So you can add many different types of the mount point for different the position mode with different formats on your services. Now we see we have both the two options, this and this. We can choose this in the office before we test out the site. Okay, this is service. Next is the user management system. So we add a new one. Test. The account name you will provide for your users, account, password, and the number limit. Number limit means how many, the number of the users log in the same time with this account. Here, for example, here is 1, means only one user can log in with this account at the same time. If we enter 2, means 2 users can log in at the same time. And here we need to check on city. We input the client city and the client company, and address, contact, phone, mail, and area name. We can talk this later. The date we can select when it expire, and also data we can select the data limit, and also select time, the time limit, how many days and how many hours. Have many choices. For example, we here select date and until next year, and register. Okay, successful. This one. Here, here we can see this. The same city will list on the same group and on the city is the company name. So if you have many users, you can modify here. After we get have the services, also have the users account, we can check. We can also test in the office if the account work, if the service work. Okay, 3. Because it's in the same network, so we just enter this. The service we just manage there. And the mount point name. Test. Mount point name. We can input the mount point name. Okay. Can you see if they were online? No. Check here. Here we will upload the software auto upload positioning for the software for our course service. I change the coordinate. And try again. Okay, we can see we get the data. And see here, the online user. This is the online user, and its mount point is coordinate, and the main stations, baseline, satellite, also speed, pulse mode, status. Here shows single because this software is not a real rover. Testing our site is just a tool. It gets the correction data, but just shows the single is okay. We see on the map. Here, we can see on the map, the user is here. And for the map, we have many choices. And normally in the foreign countries, it uses the Google Map. Also, we have station map. Station map can show the baseline distance and map settings. For the map settings, it's we can set the map center, the longitude, latitude, You can set here the level and radius for the circles. You can see. You can check here. It's a Google map. The radius of the circles, big circles, we can change it to small one, and for example, we change to 30, and the transparency we change to 30 also. We can see the difference. The radius is smaller, and the color is darker. It's green than before. Because here some stations is not stable. Not stable here. It's for our testing reference stations. Okay. So we finish the station configuration, service configuration, user configuration, and the map. We have seen the map. Next is system. System is some information about. First is about the ephemeris. This is for the navigation ephemeris and also SP3. Here, because we do not get the SP3 data, so not show here. We use the navigation satellite, and the control is for the computer parameters, for the memory, CPU, and U-disk. System. And next, I think we can see settings. You can see here the system settings. Just now in the PowerPoint, we see we can log the readings and the raw data for the post-processing purpose. We do the configurations here. Before we change the path, we need to stop the service. Stop the service. Okay. And in the settings, we can change where to log the Linux data, the path. For example, with just a selector. Okay, we select here and give some settings for sample interval. For example, 5 seconds and 5 split, 1 hour of 5 or 24 hours of 5. And here we select 1 hour. Save Linux. Here have two types to show the date of the file. One is day of year, and the next one is year, month, and day. And the compress option. Format, you can select version 3 or version 2. After all the configurations, we click the apply and start service. And start service. we can see disk Linux data. You can see here. This is all the stations data will log here. And in the settings also, SIM can log the raw data from the reference stations. This is Linux data. This is raw data. For example, is RTSM format. SIM, we can open the file and select the path to save the raw data, and also select the interval and save raw data option. Apply in SIM. And next is untrip cast settings. This is save GGA data. Save GGA data is for the rovers. For the rovers, all the rovers GGA data will save in the installation path. If we activate this, we need also restart the services to activate the GGA login. The installation path. User log in here. Here logs the GGA. We can say here the test is our user, because here we log in as the test. Or the GGA data. This is GGA, and also save GGA to database. This is not very used a lot for most of our users. It's similar with this save GGA data. This one is saved to the database. And check login source. This option, if active, only the ComNav brand rovers can log in your services. This only few of our users used this one. Offset GGA is also most of our users will not use this one. And this is the offset of the mass offset, the distance of the GGA. It just means give the wrong GGA, logging the wrong GGA, and use the password incorrect. Means not sure the user password. If check on here, user password, it cannot show, just like this. And grid setup. This is for the grid options in the services. So we just talk about the difference of the VS and the grid. It's used for here. For this. And next is database settings. Just let it default, no need to change. And I have told before, the backup and restore is very useful function for backup and restore of all your stations or your services. It's very easy, but but works a lot. And next, parameters to active the GPS, Beidou, GLONASS, and Galileo. Rebuild net one station offline. And correct receiver CPB. This means the software auto rebuild the network. For example, we disable one station, CZHL. This station. For example, this station offline or it not joins the net. The software will auto rebuild the network. Okay, wait a while. Seems crash. Okay, we can see on another map. CZHY. You can see here. This station. We do not let it online, so the network will rebuild the network like this. Okay, we activate. Oh. Okay. Oh, it's okay. Just for you to understand clearly about this option, and exclude the satellites. If we want to exclude some satellites, we can click here and enter some satellites. For example, like this, and leave second, and max angle, and max baseline for the two reference stations. Here is the log path. There will be some warning. You can here enter the email. It will give send the email if the system gives some warning. Okay. and we can see here a mismatch. Mismatch means here. So this antenna type read from the software is different from the antenna type we select here. Then here will show the mismatch. Okay. Okay, I think. Oh, okay. The software page for the software configurations, I think we have talked all of them. Next, we see some case studies. Firstly is the course around the China. Actually, China have already built the national projects around the whole country. We can see from the red picture, more than 20,000. Yes, 20,000 stations have already built in China. And ComNav have 0.5% of the reference stations is built by ComNav technology. Next is the CDC network for the agriculture in the Belgium. The dealers have 9 tractors working on the field, and he just sit in the office, and he can know all the real-time status of his tractors. And this is our course built in the Uganda by our dealer. Since 2017 till now, and on average for the daily online users can up to 50 users daily. And the dealer have already get profits since 2019, last year. Also, the course helped a lot for his rover sellings. Also, the dealer have deployed the web management system and the payment system. We can provide the API for the payment system, and the dealers can build his own payment system based on the API, and this is the web management system. This is version 1, and we are planning to research a new one based on our cloud platform, the Navy Cloud. This is the course in Bulgaria. The network is very beautiful. And this is course in Ireland. The dealer have many different brand reference receivers and add to our CDCnet software in the island. And the national course in Cambodia. The dealer, together with the local government, plans to build around 200 reference stations around the whole country, and now about more than 50 of the reference stations have done, or use ComNav reference receivers and use ComNav software. And also they are doing the lab. This is course in Dominican Republic. Half of the reference stations is Trimble receivers, and half is ComNav. And next, I will introduce one of our reference receiver, M300 Plus. We can see the appearance of M300 Plus. M300 Plus is designed to work as a reference stations, and we also provide the AT60 choke-ring antenna together to working together with the M300 Plus receiver. This is the connectors and the front panel appearance. On the front panel have 4 LEDs shows the power sidelines, static alarm LEDs, and on the rear have many connections. The power port, LAN port, serial port connect to the main board, and the SIM card antenna, Wi-Fi antenna, and external USB port. USB port for data download, and S485 serial port can connect to the meteorological sensor, and event PPS connectors. This is GNSS antenna port. Firstly, the receivers must be full constellation trunking. 574 channels support full constellation. And powerful remote control by the built-in web UI. Can remote checking, configuration, data download, report, or do firmware update. And Ethernet and 4G combined with standard Ethernet port and 4G as backup to make sure the reliable data transmitting, data logging. Support multiple data formats, CMB, ComNav format or Linux, version 2, version 3. The internal memory can up to 32 GB and up to 1 TB external memory. And for M300 Plus only, if you want to build a single reference stations, by M300 Plus, maybe only a few minutes, you can finish the configuration of one core station. Sometimes, considering the areas to be covered, the service to be provided, and the available budgets, a single reference station is also a good choice in some location. Oh, sorry. We can see here. By M300 Plus, you can build the single reference stations with the web UI function, or add it to the course network. It's both the good ideas. Okay, that's all. That's all for today's course training. If you have the questions, you can leave in the comment. Any questions? If no more questions, okay, today's training will be end here. And if you later you have any requests of the software or questions, you can just send message to our emails or Skype. Okay, bye bye.